Hi, Chris Barrett from the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau. How are you?
Connie, it's so good to see you as always.
It's always fun here in the Pocono Mountains. The month of March is going to be busy. St. Patrick's Day is happening. There's 2 parades happening.
Right, so on the 17th, we have the first ever parade at Milford. So establishing that kind of tradition, as we know, throughout the Poconos, there's a lot of St. Patty's parades, especially right here in Stroudsburg where we're at right now.
So, Chris, the Pocono Irish American Club is holding their St. Patrick's Day parade downtown Stroudsburg on March 24th.
That's right, and the step-off is at 1 o'clock and it begins in Stroudsburg and proceeds all the way through East Stroudsburg. So it's a fairly long parade, and if you can't make it out on that day, it'll be carried on BRC 13 as well as PTN. And we'll be rerunning it at different times as well on PTN. It's always a great day. I believe Mario Scavello is the marshal, Grand Marshal, so we're happy to see him again. He's been a great supporter of the Pocono Mountains all the years he was in the PA House and Senate, so we're happy to have him back.
Now, there's Irish-themed restaurants and pubs in the 4 counties here in the Pocono Mountains. Let's tell everyone that they can go to those as well.
Right, so we have, if you go back decades and generations, we have a huge Irish heritage because the Irish settled in northeastern Pennsylvania and worked in coal mining. So their successive generations are still here, and they brought, a lot of their traditions with them in food and beverage. Right here in downtown Stroudsburg, we have a number of Irish-themed taverns and restaurants that, first of all, have great food, the Irish experience of drink, and all those types of things that are specific to St. Patrick's Day. But the cuisine is really directed towards that, which is kind of cool. But you can find that in a lot of our small towns. Jim Thorpe, for instance, the Molly Maguire pub down there. There's a whole history around the Molly Maguires that relates to Carbon County and Jim Thorpe that's really neat to be able to find out, experience, and understand. And then in the northern part of the Poconos, in Hoonsdale, Hawley, and Milford, great small towns. Again, Milford with the parade on the 17th, but they all have that type of cultural experience, which is kind of unique here in the Poconos.
Well, Easter's coming, and so we need to tell everyone what they can do around here locally, that they can actually go to some of the resorts. They have buffets.
They do, and a lot centered around Easter. They have appearances of the Easter Bunny, but it's to really just celebrate the holiday with friends and family. So all different resorts have different packages, so it'd be good to go to PoconoMountains.com to check that out, because it's really cool, because we're starting to get into spring, emerging into the summer, so you can start to do all those things that you couldn't do during the winter. So starting to hike again and bike and just enjoy the outdoors. That's what the outside of spring really means here. The weather's usually very moderate, so you can do a lot here in the spring.
Where would you like to tell people they could go for hiking?
Oh, so many state parks located throughout all 4 counties in the Poconos, but also our federal park is extensive in Delaware Water Gap. So we really recommend to folks that they explore all of those. They're great hiking trails for all different variations of skill. Like some people just want a flat, long, you could do that. You can really hike. So there's a lot to do in the northern Poconos and in the southern Poconos too, with the D&L Trail, which starts all that.
Well, Chris, if people want more information, what should we tell them?
Well, I'd like to tell them that you can get it 24/7 at PoconoTelevision.com or PoconoMountains.com for everything you need to know.